I entered in as a radio man back in 1985 in the Navy. I was in the Navy telecommunications, as they called it. As they began to phase it out, I had to make a decision around the 8 year mark of what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
So I transitioned into the JAG Corps.
Wow.
So I finished out my last 12 or 13 years or so in the JAG Corps. I retired in 2006 and I did the typical retirement physical. And when I got out, they had me with five service connected conditions, and I got zero percentage for all of them. Zero. so so I went ahead and submitted a package myself,
Mhm.
and when I did my own package, I got I think 20%. So I was like, and my worst condition throughout my career, I got injured. My worst condition was my back.
Mhm.
I was on a special security force, and I did some training and different things, and my worst condition was my back,
Mhm.
and I got basically nothing. Um, so I got 20%, but so then I reached out to a voluntary service, and they helped me with a package, which was very good. He helped me with a package. We submitted another package, and then I went from 20 to 60. So again, um, we were working on other things still because my worst condition still was my back. So I did get most of my 60% was from the back. And then COVID hit.
Mhm.
I reached back out. That office was gone. He did email me from his personal email account. He was now living in Florida. He no longer worked doing that type of work anymore because he lost his job. Everything was gone, shut down. So I was back to just, okay. So I just didn't do anything for, again, a while. And my conditions kept getting worse. And they just kept getting worse during COVID. So I had a best friend who lives in Dallas, Texas. And he called me one day, and he's same way with him. He tried to do his own packages and stuff. So he said he just reached out to this company. He said he turned it over to them, and then he said it took less than a year, and he said he's at 100% now. And I was like, 100%? He said yes. And I said, well, I was about to start searching. I did reach out to a couple um, companies, but I didn't get a warm fuzzy of hiring them because one guy didn't even want to meet with me. He just sent me an email and said, here's my fees. Here's what it is. Give me half up front, half later, and let's go. And I was like, no. Like, he didn't even want to talk to me on the phone. And so my best friend said he went through Trajector. And so I said, okay. So then I went online, filled out the little form online, and someone called me right away. And we had a nice, about an hour long conversation. This is how I felt. It was a Friday evening, and I was just on the VA website, and there was no changes. And I didn't think it would be because Trajector said it would be it could be anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks, be anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks. So it had only been like a week and a half, and I was just like, I didn't expect to see nothing. So I was online. It was a Friday night. I was up late, not doing nothing. It was a Friday, and I just logged on. Was nothing there, no changes. So Saturday night, my fiance, she said, "Baby, I'm going to bed." I said, "Okay, I'm just going to do something on the computer." So right before I went to bed, I decided to look at VA website, and I do, and my rating is up front first, and it said 90%. And I was just like, "Oh my god!" Like, oh my god! Like this. So now I'm up an extra 30 minutes looking for these letters on the website, and I'm searching. I'm like, that thing say 90%. So I click on the links, and I'm going, oh my god, I'm I can't believe I'm at 90%. All these years of trying to get what I believe I deserve, And I was in tears, 90%. I just could not believe it after all these years. And after hearing all the success stories from fellow sailors of mine and soldiers and Marines I know who have got these, what they deserve ratings 5, 6 years ago. And I'm sitting here going, my back is so messed up. My head is hurting every day. I got dizzy spells. And I'm sitting there going, I can't, I'm just at 60% going, man, why am I struggling so bad? But then that Saturday night, and it said 90%. And then that following week, the letter came in the mail like on Tuesday, my official decision letter. And I was just like, oh my God. I feel really good. So I feel great.